it's Brandon here with the Esports Company, and I'm here today to go over Week 4 Valorant play. First, on the Division 1 side, we have Penn Trafford versus Hollidaysburg, and we're looking at a mine. A mine's going to climb up through the window, and they're just going to wait for their prey to come right through that door. Don't come through the door, you won't like what comes next. Tiptoe, tiptoe, here comes the team. Boom, shakalaka, kabang, kabang, 1, 2, give me another. V-Snipes is in the window now, waiting for him. Boom, dotting up from deep, coming around the corner, bang, right in the face. Hollidaysburg will take it, 13-5. V-Snipes with an incredible performance with 25 eliminations. Moving on to Division 1 play, Forest Hills versus Winber, Mr. Gary. Zeta now we're looking at. Zeta gets popped. S Kipoff waiting. From deep, from the corner, another one down. Kaboom! Another one down from way downtown. Mr. Gary will lead Winber to a victory. 13-11, an overall great game from these two, with Mr. Gary with 34 eliminations, Blaze 25 with 25 eliminations. On Forest Hills, Zeta with 24, S Kipoff 24, and Aurora with 21. What an absolute slobber knocker of a game. From Division 2, we have the Greater Altoona CTC Goats versus Shade Central. And we're looking at an overview of mass chaos ensuing on the right side of the map. Chungo hitting them from all angles. They're going to win this round. The attackers win. Chungo's ready to roll, though. Now we're looking at L Kid. Pumpkins planting the spike. Go out and do some damage, little buddy. Bang from Orange. Orange hits him with a quick hit. Waiting for their next victim. Kaboom! Right in the kisser, they hit him. Absolute domination from Orange. Shade's gonna take it, 13-11 over the Goats. Orange with 33 eliminations, leading the way. Papa Spots with 27. A great overall game from these two. Over on the Division 2 side, we have Richland High School versus Westmont Hilltop. Fire Skull gets hit out of nowhere. That's a tough one. Redfish ready to rock and roll. They have out their Switchblade. Westmont's gonna win it by a shutout, 13-0 over Richland. A great game from the Westmont Hilltoppers. As you're looking at G Randolph with 21 eliminations, and the rest of the team carrying their weight as well. Looking at our standings after Week 4, over on the Division 1 side, we have the Greater Altoona CTC Goats in Hollidaysburg sitting at 3-0. Winber at 2-0. Greater Johnstown, Forest Hills, and Bishop Guilfoyle all sitting at 1-1. Penn Trafford at 1-2. Everett and Westmont Hilltop at 0-2. And Somerset rounding it out at 0-3. Over on the Division 2 side, we have Shade leading the way at 4-0. Greater Altoona CTC Goats not far behind at 3-1. Westmont Hilltop sitting at 2-2. Bishop Guilfoyle at 0-1. Gateway at 0-2, and Richland at 0-3. Looking at our schedule for this week's Valorant play, over on the Division 1 side, we have Bishop Guilfoyle versus Penn Trafford, Westmont Hilltop versus Greater Johnstown, and Hollidaysburg versus Everett. Over on the Division 2 side, we have Westmont Hilltop versus the Gateway Gators. And we also have Bishop Guilfoyle versus Richland.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tech High School Series Division One Valorant. Glad to be back in the booth with this legend, Mango. How in the heck are we doing today, brother?
I mean, I'm doing fantastic, and I'm so glad that you're back. Without you casting with Flater, it was super fun, but without you, it's just there's something missing in the Tech High School series. And I say this for everybody that I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back with you, Mango. We got a couple interesting games. Unfortunately, our third game was rescheduled today. And then in this first game, Bishop Guilfoyle, maybe a mix-up, unable to make it for whatever reason, had to forfeit their first game. So we do have kind of an interesting treat, Mango. The top Division II team, who is undefeated, Shade 4-0, is going to have a little fun scrim today against Division I team Penn Trafford, who is 1-2, and originally was going to take on Bishop Guilfoyle. But interesting enough, you got to pick the map that we'll see them play here and scrim on here.
Yeah, I came on today and they told me, like, hey, the first matchup today is going to be a scrimmage. They're going to have fun. We're going to show off the Division 2 and the Division 1 going up head to head. And they told me to pick the map. And I was like, what map could bring them the most joy? And I picked Split.
Yeah, I think what you meant to say is what map could bring us the most joy. I know we both have been wanting to see Split here for a while since it was brought back on. So I'm certainly excited to see. And honestly, Shade, even though they're in Division 2, has looked extremely dangerous. And I can't think of the top of my head who the player is, but we saw them drop over a 40 bomb, I think, in week 1. I had the pleasure of casting a rescheduled game, I think it was, where they dropped like 37 kills. So once we see them out on the field, I'll be able to tell you who it is, but they definitely have a very, very deadly player over there as well.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I haven't had the honor of casting them yet, but from what I've heard, and the scoreboard as well, like the standings there, like you said, they're 4-0, they're top of their league in Division 2, going up against Penn Trafford as well. And Penn Trafford, we know that they're a powerhouse team. You can't take them lightly, but now it's the true test, Division 2, Division 1. What's really like separating these two players and these two teams? And yeah, it's going to be one action-packed game, especially on Split. I know M&A personally, she's going to be picking up that race. We've seen her playing on the Jet most of the time these days, especially on Haven and Ascent. But now on Split, definitely you're going to be picking on that race.
Yeah, Penn Trafford, unfortunately, I think 1-2 this season, and we saw them really dominate throughout the entirety of last season. So a little bit of a rough start, but again, things like that do happen. You're not defined by that loss, but how you battle back. So I know exactly. Penn Trafford's going to be equally as hungry to beat this Division 2 team, but Shade, maybe coming out to say, hey, we deserve to be in Division 1. We've got some skill. We've got some talent over here. So obviously they have something to prove as well. It is just a friendly scrimmage, but I think it's going to be a banger of a match. I'm really excited to cast this one.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's going to be one heck of a show match. Since it's a show match as well, there's not much pressure on these players. So I think that players, when they play without pressure, they're going to showcase 100% of their skills and ability, right? When you're playing under pressure, sometimes you're stiff, sometimes you're not doing the things that you should be doing. But yeah, today, no pressure, just going to have fun, and it's going to be a banger of a matchup.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if we'll see any Gecko as well as we get loaded into Split here. But I know we're kind of talking behind the scenes a little bit. I think technically they have to wait 2 weeks. So it has been long enough time. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll see some Gecko today. But what are your thoughts on Gecko? Have you had a chance to play with him much? He seems to be kind of OP, especially with that
Yes.
wingman.
I think he is extremely overpowered, especially in the hands of someone who are able to utilize every single bit of his utility. Like the Dizzy is super, super powerful, especially with the flash. And the fact that you can pick it up and use it again, even his ultimate, is just absurd to me. There is no reason you're able to use two ultimates in a round. And that's just absurd.
Now,
Yeah, he's very
isn't it
overpowered.
eight? Isn't it 8 points for his ult though? Is that right?
Yeah, but you can, yeah, it's 8 points. It's basically a Killjoy lockdown on feet. You can
Right.
just run around and you can use it twice as well. So I think he's very overpowered, overtuned right now.
Overtuned. Okay. Okay. Well, you're certainly a legend, so I'll take your word for it. And that's kind of what I've seen as well, at least so far. But I do believe we're just getting that game reloaded, and we'll get that underway. Game number 2, though, is going to be Westmont Hilltop taking on Greater Johnstown. I think Westmont currently 0-2, so a bit of a rocky
Yeah.
start for them. Johnstown 1-1. So I know that they're both going to be hungry to get their first one for Westmont, but I think they banned Split, and I'm not sure, was that Ascent? I think is the
Ascent.
map
Yep,
will
exactly.
be map number 2. So
Yeah. I mean, Westmont Hilltop and Johnstown playing on Ascent. I've seen a recent trend lately between all the teams in our series that they love the Sage pick. I think that the Sage pick is super unique, especially one of the matchup I've seen. There was an opping Sage as well. It
we
makes so
casted
much
that
sense.
together.
Yeah, exactly. It made so much sense, but I couldn't wrap my mind around it at first. Like, okay, you pick a Sage already, like not meta, like it's like not meta. Nobody ever does that, and then you add an op on top of that. Like it makes so much sense because like a Sage, when you think about it, you're not gonna be going into the midst of the battle, right? You're just gonna be slowing, providing the healing for your duelist or the initiator, and you can just sit back, relax, use your wall to get into a cheeky like height differential. Just use that op, and we've seen it to use effectively as well. And yeah, it was really cool to see Sage a little bit back in the meta.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing is like Sage, you don't always have to use that wall to prevent somebody getting onto a site. Sometimes you use it to slow the enemy team down, but that's exactly what I was going to touch base on is you can use it for those height differentials. We saw it from spawn, even on one of the plays over that middle wall in a sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's not something that is a meta anymore, especially with those recent nerfs to Sage. But ironically, we are seeing more of it, and it is working. So hats off to those teams that are utilizing her to her full potential.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to see different agent. Like it definitely gets a little bit stale to see meta picks after meta picks. So seeing these players like experimenting with different composition, with different agent pick, and even different roles between the agent picks as well. Because like you said, Sage is a sentinel. Her job is to slow them down, but putting her on the op, a quite unique take on it, and I would love to see more of that. Maybe we bring back Yoru.
Ooh, I always loved watching good Yoru play. I just never really played Yoru, so I never got good with him either. But it's so much fun to watch a good Yoru, especially like on a Pearl. He can really just have a field day on some of those maps. But that's actually what I was gonna kind of ask you is we really haven't seen Split this season. So what kind of comps I mean, obviously a lot of the players tend to stick with what they're comfortable with, but ideally, what kind of comps do you think favor Split now?
Honestly, right now, I do have to say that the Harbor is a very, very like high probability pick in Split. But then again, like Harbor is a relatively new agent, so maybe these players are not like comfortable with Harbor yet. But I do think that the Harbor plus Sky combo is extremely effective, especially in taking map control, like the Cascade and then the Sky Guiding Light to flash behind the wall to help your duelist just so fast take side. Like it's really, really powerful. Not to mention, it's not only good for attacker side. You can also do that on the defender side to take map control away. Let's just say B side, the garage. you can use the wall to push off and then the guiding light to take yourself the B main position.
Yeah, and I've actually seen some cheeky plays now. You mentioned Harbor with Harbor and Sova as well, but it does look like we have at least one Gecko out on the field. So maybe a little treat here tonight. I believe that is the Shade Central squad that was on the attacking side there. So again, and we're back, Mango.
We're back. Yeah, I think on the left side, it's going to be Shade, and they have picked up that Gecko as well. The first Gecko that me and Hot Sauce is going to cast in this series, it's going to be quite a show. I've been saying it from the start, you know, no pressure. There's this here to have fun, show off their abilities, their mechanical skills, and having a Gecko is going to be quite different because like the enemy team is not going to be expecting it, right? Like, oh, wait, there's a Gecko. Maybe we never played against it before. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, and you know, obviously Gecko is a little older than a couple weeks, but how many of these players had experience not only playing against Gecko but playing as Gecko? Because you can really learn a lot about a character or an agent just by playing them as well. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how adjusted these teams are to playing against a Gecko, especially a talented team like Penn Trafford, obviously M&A returning, Quarter, Hello, a few of these returning roster members. So again, I'm really excited for this one, especially because it is a fun scrimmage, but especially as well because this Shade team is 4-0 and they have just really put on a showcase so far in Division 2.
Yeah, and look at this. Penn Trafford already taking that A main position. 5 men stacked up here. Super aggressive, but that nade will stop them a little bit, slow them down. But M&A already dropped his 67 HP, will get healed, and she is still pursuing this site. But Quarters and Hello will open up the site for Penn Trafford, already picking up that 2 players. And now Shades are need to retake this, but Gummy will find the first kill on to Quarters from the flank.
Yeah, we see Pumpkin up top here on Gecko, just scanning nicely. 2 onto the back of the site, at least. The shot's ringing out. Pumpkin able to find one. A Hello will find the trade as well. Gummy able to get one with the Frenzy. Good to see that back in action. But now, and a 1v1, and Pillow somehow able to secure the dub. And Penn Trafford will take round number 1.
Yeah, M&A is just super aggressive with that A aggression. That nade's coming in, but it will not slow her down. She's just pushing through the nade, waiting just a split second to receive that heal, and then just continue on onto that side. You can see that Penn Trafford, they're just super aggressive and super confident in their playstyle as well. Like most of the team, when you see one nade coming in, everybody just scatters, but not Penn Trafford.
Yeah, they did a great job of just maintaining that poise on site there, tucked into the corner. And again, just phenomenal shooting, not getting crazy or panicking when getting shot as well. Quarter's going to spot a couple up through mid here and then begin to make that push. Spectres in hand. Pillow able to find the first one, and we see the Battle Sage coming out here, Mango.
Yeah, but M&A maybe a little bit too over-aggressive as Gummy will pick her up. Oh, Gummy picks up the Spectre, goes in for the kill and finds one, but the trade is not there for Shades as all of their members falls, leaving only one remaining here for Shade. No reason to save. At least try to go for some Ethic frag. The Flash will not give him any information, but Icy does have light armor and a Spectre to work with. So a great opportunity to clutch. No flashes to work with though. Will spot a Quarter, but a quick headshot from Quarter with that triple kill as well and securing Penn Trafford that second round.
Yeah, I mean, and that's pretty typical, and we know that, right? When you win that first round and you're able to buy up, you typically get that second round as well. So this next one will be kind of important, but how much did, you know, Shade spend in that second round as well? It looks like kind of a scrappy third round here. We see, you know, the Sheriff, a few Spectres, only one Vandal with full armor, so maybe a little bit misuse of the economy there.
Yeah, because Icy, we saw him with light armor and a Spectre last round as well. So the same thing, and the same thing again for Penn Trafford, that pistol round strat, using that Trailblazer to lead them into the A site. Icy holding that ramp position, but M&A already busting her way through. But Popper will find the first kill onto Pillow. Icy though tries to fight and contest with this ramp, only get one, but gets taken out immediately from Penn Trafford. Now dropped to a 3v3, a still chance for Shade to get this round back, but M&A does not check the corner, and Pumpkin will find 2, and Orange will finalize that kill as well, and Shade does get the bonus round here, the third round.
Yeah, I mean, they desperately needed to get this round. Ironically, it was looking a little whimsical, especially with that crazy buy, but somehow they make it work, and it was Pumpkin on this Gecko with some key kills there to kind of secure that round. So we see Shade now kind of battling back into this. Again, another important round, though, because Penn Trafford's going to be coming with rifles here. We already see, in the background there through the wall, you can see the Vandals, the Phantoms coming out. So this will be an interesting round. If Shade can somehow pull this out, they would be sitting very nicely, but it's going to be tough for them to do.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, especially when you can look at their setup. They're playing the 3-1-1. Not a lot of defender on that A side. Icy only has a Guardian to work with as well. So if they rush him, it's going to be really hard for him to defend here. Just jump spotting, trying to investigate, trying to find some info, but a split coming out of Penn Trafford as well. Ooh, Quarter spots a glimpse, but it's going to be M&A who finds the first kill onto Pumpkin as well at that mid position, and now the site, the map is split into two. Shade, they're isolated. They're not able to get any reinforcement, but Icy though, already with the flash in, and the satchel will not get her to safety, but Pillow is there for the trade as well. But Papa will find the kill onto Pillow to pull it back to a 3v3. Papa still holding this position, but Hello will take control of that site. And Shade will have to retake this with only 2 members per Quarter. What is that nasty shot? A wall bang to boot, and now the last one, but Quarter does not care. Popping off in this show match. 3 rounds already for Penn Trafford.
Yeah, great positioning by Quarter there as well. And then just a slight readjustment up onto the box as we saw Orange trying to make his way through there. But again, Quarter hitting some insane shots, 6 and 2 already. And again, I wonder about the decisions economically for Shade, as once more we see them kind of in a bind. We see the Spectres, we see a Judge here, which can be utilized very well on this map, especially on defense. But again, the economy doesn't really seem to be clicking together for Shade at the moment.
Yeah, well, at least this time they're saving a little bit of a money, going for only a half buy. So saving up for that next full buy next round. But again, a split from Penn Trafford, but this time it's going to be a B split. You can see that M&A and 3 members is just trying to rush down that B main position. The Killjoy lockdown also investing into this round, even though the teammates already inside. Orange is with the Judge. Oh, will find the first kill, but unable to find the second. And the B side falls again for Shade.
Yeah, only 2 members left here for Shade. Omen in trouble as M&A Blastin finds the triple kill, and 1 more round for Penn Trafford as they go up 4-1 here.
Man, that Killjoy using the ultimate, even though M&A is already on site, maybe a little bit of like overkill, I would have to say, but it is an insurance, you know, just in case M&A can't find the opening frag. You got that Killjoy lockdown to secure that round nevertheless. But then again, they don't need that ultimate. They're just insane shots all around from all the players on the side of Penn Trafford. They're hitting all their shots today.
I feel like you want to try to use that ult sooner than later, though. I tend to like when they use it and get it back and use it twice and a half, sometimes even 3 times, as opposed to trying to maybe hold out for that right moment and then eventually they just wait so long that they use it late in the round and only get 1 ult. So we see M&A already stopping the run it back, though. Icy has a little idea of the intel, going to backpedal off a bit as we see another split push, this time coming toward A, but Icy able to find 1 Quarter on the trade. A big res coming in from Pillow here, so Penn Trafford will keep the 1-player advantage.
Oh, the trades are going down everywhere, but this time it looks like Shade will not come out on top with the trade. And look at this, look at the mini map. The quick rotation, the calls from Penn Trafford is superb. They got a few kills on that A side. They know that the rotation from Shade will move out of B side, and that's why they're making their way to the B side. B side is clear for them for the taken. They can set up the post plan as well, but they need to get a move on because Orange is already in position, but Quarter is just holding this corner though, unable to connect the first few shots. Need to reposition. Flash goes out but can't connect. Papa will find the first and the second as well. Showstopper available, but no satchel to fly in. Hello going up against Papa, 1 versus 1. Paint shell to the left, forcing Hello to play the right side. Opting to not use that ultimate now. Popping in close range, and there you go, the triple kill from Papa. Spots and the second round for Shades.
Cypher, you know, able to get that ult out, does fall, allows Papa to get the trade in heaven, but because that ult comes out from Cypher, Papa now knows that KJ is tucked into that corner, so still working out in their favor. Shade opting to pop the ult and secure the round, and what a crazy round it was. Kind of cutting things in half here now, 2-4. Again, the economy in a little bit of a tizzy over there. We see the Spectre, the Guardian, but still able to come away with at least somewhat of a full buy and full armor here. So we'll see if they can make it work. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Penn Trafford really has done a great job of managing their economy.
Yeah, Penn Trafford is always buying as a team and saving as a team. That is something that we don't see a lot. From last season, Pumpkin using that Zizzy to find an opportunity to pick up the first kill, but look at this, they're tucked in. Both players. Pillow is just hiding in that corner. He will hear this jump up though, but Icy will find the first kill with that Guardian onto M&A. So that A-side push will need to wait a little bit, and Pumpkin finally finds that kill at mid onto Pillow, but Quarter. Man, Quarter is just so sharp today. Not missing a beat. Will find that trade. And Penn Trafford still at a man disadvantage. He will spot out the barrel. Papa is just patiently waiting, but finally deciding to shoot. Quarter is just caught in an unlucky position there. There's nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, just unfortunate timing, that big gun sticking out, giving it away. Papa trying to be patient, but making a smart decision to go ahead and collect the kill. Steps out, though, and Ors finds not one, but two on the double kill to secure one more round. And now Shade Central one away from tying it up. And again, doing it not necessarily off of completely full buys. We saw a Sheriff, we saw a Spectre there going up against these full rifles. So Shade coming up with some really big rounds here.
Yeah, that Cypher cage one way on that B side as well. You can showing why Cypher is a very like favorite pick on split as well. But this time deciding to play on that A side, and look at on the minimap, Penn Trafford is going to be rushing that B side. An unfortunate gamble from the Cypher on Shade Central.
Trying to get the intel here, starting with the dog and the Roomba. Icy tries to toss up the wall as well. The paint shells come flying in both directions and will buy Shade some time. Unfortunately, there was a player lost here amongst things. That's going to be Gecko. I'm not sure if it was a disconnect, though. I didn't really see a kill come out there, Mango.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but Papa, though, on the top row will find the first, and there you go. Shade with the kills, lighting up that B side, leaving Hello alone in a 1 versus 2 situation. Gummy using that paranoia, and Hello can't escape Orange with that triple kill as well. And man, it doesn't matter if he's on that B side or that A side, he will come and retake this B side. Orange performing amazingly for Shade Central. And yeah, I don't know if that was a disconnect from Pumpkin. I don't think so. I don't think so, because we can still see his ping moving around.
Yeah, well, he's definitely loaded maybe back in, but he never was on the kill feed there before that initial push came, so his name was just kind of gone. So I don't know if he temporarily disconnected. Certainly I know there was some issues prior to the game starting. We see him kind of still in spawn, now able to make their way out. And again, going with this 3-2 split stack for Shade, most of the pressure does appear to be mounting toward this A site, so maybe they'll call this one right.
Yeah, but the Cypher this time, Orange here will have a great opportunity to use that tripwire, but M&A just satchel past every single util, and a Cosmic Divide as well, stopping the bullet from going through here. So 5 versus 5 retake. Killjoy lockdown again being deployed a bit early, I would have to say, but then again, they have the side position, and Papa will throw that nade in the perfect position, forcing M&A to fall back, to run out into the open, and Papa will find a kill, run it back, unable to catch off anyone as Papa.
Oh my.
On top of the wall, the Trigger Discipline finds one, but can't find the second, as Zero and Quarter fights their way back. And now Icy left alone, 1 versus 3, time is ticking. Only one flash to work with. There's so many targets to shoot at. There's no time, and Zero will find a kill on Icy. And Penn Trafford, an amazing execute on that A side.
Yeah, I really like that move from Papa up onto the wall, being patient, saw the hair from Sage, and I'm surprised that Sage didn't spot Papa as well. Unfortunately, Papa only able to get one out of that. I think it was Quarter at a nice flick from that site to secure that kill onto Papa. But I love how these teams are going back and forth. You know, we saw Pin Trapper with a decent lead, 4-1 to start it off. Then it was 4-4 at one point. Now Pin Trapper just up by one round here as we get a little closer to halftime.
Both team deciding to slow it down a bit, especially for Penn Trafford here. They're still trying to go for this A side, but this time changing up the tempo, changing up the speed, waiting.
There.
Maybe they can pick a kill before going onto side. You can see that the Cypher tripwire still being used on that A side. The camera will spot out the players of Penn Trafford making their way up on ramp. The nade will go down and Papa will find the first kill though on Pillow as well. So no more Sage on the side of Penn Trapper. No heal, no slow. Oh, Papa going aggressive with the showstopper, but can't find a kill. It's going to be Gummy who finds the first and the second one as well. Penn Trafford, 2 remaining here. Unable to make their way onto that A side. They're still stuck at the main position. Quarter though. Spots out one, but a wide jump peek. Lucky to survive that. The ultimate is available, but Gummy won't let them use it. No chance. Triple kill already. Quarter flash, but a paranoia to counter that flash as well. And Pumpkin will find the last kill, equalizing the score 5-5 and straight. A great hole on that A side, but maybe that was a mix-up on Penn Trafford's side because they waited so long on that A main position. They hesitate to going onto that side, and they just got caught. They can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, you know, Cypher was just really able to slow them down on that initial push, spotting him with the camera as well, darting one even. So again, I think they were a little leery to push, but at that point, you either have to make a decision to try and power on through or begin to set up that rotation as well, because really Pin Trapper just allowed Shade to rotate into position and finish out that round. Now we see all the pressure mounting toward mid here on this eco round. The wall goes up and they begin to pressure into B heaven here. The Roomba won't find anybody just yet. The paint shells will back them off a bit. They have to be careful here, Mango. They could get sandwiched.
Oh, but that nade is perfect. It doesn't matter though. Papa will find one using the satchel to get out, but still can't. And Orange will pick up 2 kills. And Icy, another double kill for Icy as well. And Shade Central. Man, it does not matter if it's A or B. They're holding it down.
Yeah, Shade now on top for the first time here today in this game, 6-5. 1 round left before halftime. Both teams will have the rifles on deck. Gummy hasn't bought shields yet, so hopefully somebody on his team will remind them. Sometimes in the excitement, it can be lost and or forgotten. So we'll see if maybe his team can give him the nudge there. The op coming out from Icy, an op on Phoenix, question mark?
I mean, it is the last round. He has money to spare. Ooh, the first kill, and there you go. It's already paying off for Shades. The operator finds the first kill, and Icy already switching up to a rifle here, looking for the second target. Quarter though, ooh, that fake smoke almost caught him off guard. Emine working her way onto the B side, but they know. Orange knows, and he finds the first, but does he know the second? The neural theft will go in. Emine has to fight, has to find a kill, and yes, she does. 3 on 3, but the op again in the hands of Papa. Smoked off, preventing him from using this operator. Drops down, so no chance of using the rifle to show.
Oh!
Will end his life, and M&A finds another kill as well. Triple kill already for M&A on this B side. The spike will go down, and look at the flank. Look at the flank. Oh my god, he's gonna knife him. No, I thought it was a knife.
Oh, man. Yeah. Quarter is yelling at Zero right now. He said, I was so close to the knife. Why? Quarter 13-7-5 up on top. Would have loved to secure the knife, but nonetheless able to pull back that final round before halftime and tie things up 6-all here as we head in. Now this time we will see Shade Central and what they have to offer on the offense here. Again, so close here between these two teams.
I mean, that's a report in my book.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Quarter, he was so close to getting the knife, but Zero not taking any chances. Just shots just shoots a few bullets and finding the kill, and 6-6. The scoreline is tied, but this is a very defender-sided map. So Penn Trafford already doing an amazing job securing that 6th round, and now when they're on the defender side, they're gonna have an easier time playing this map.
Yeah, we see already Astra just slowing things down here for this attacking team. And again, nobody wanting to push through that smartly. So just slowing this push down initially. And Quarter again, you have to be careful. Quarter is absolutely hitting these shots today.
Yeah, Quarter is just taking the role of the initiator and the entry fragger for Penn Trafford, finding so many kills for him. But Orange, though, is also playing fantastically here. On the side of Shades, though, finding the kill. Now, drop to a 4 versus 4. They're going to be running in to M&A, though. That pain shell will slow the push down just a bit as they rotate back onto that B side pillow with a classic, but Orange just runs her down. And now leaving Quarters alone, 1 versus 4, and Papa from top will spot out the head and take him out. And 2 versus 4 retake. They have no right in winning this round, though. 2 versus 4.
Was that a play on words there? Papa spots out his head. I see what you did there, Mango. I love it. Hello, M&A. Both finding big kills here. Tap it with a classic. Pumpkin's gonna find the trade. Orange up top will secure that triple kill and the round. Shade Central up on top here. And again, these pistol rounds are very crucial to get that momentum rolling, get that economy in your favor. We'll see them able to force into these Spectres here as well. So this could be a good start here for Shade Central in the second half, especially as you mentioned, a lot of teams do thrive a little bit on defense. I would say that the A and B side is pretty spread out. So if you have a team that is really good at utilizing that the utility together, then they can push a site pretty quickly that might have the upper hand, but I'm not sure. Shade Central looking very strong so far.
Yeah, but look at the Killjoy util and the Astra Star on that A side as well. The choke point. If the Molly pops and the Gravity well as well, they have no chance in getting that A side. But M&A, the only a frenzy to work with here. Spots are a lot of players. Finds the first and dips out. The first kill going the way of Penn Trafford. And now the re-aggression, the re-push from Shades. They have the Heaven control, but where will they go next? Because they're being boxed in right now. And
oh, I love it.
B-side. Quarter, though, with that ghost, will find the first, but unable to find the second. As Papa will get that trade. And now B-side is clear. They do have the man advantage on the side of Penn Trafford, but I don't think they have the weaponry to deal with these Spectres.
Yeah, I absolutely love this play call here as well. Sensing that the team is collapsing on them, pushing together cohesively. You know, they do lose a member, but they find the trade, able to find the plant as well, and the extra funds here. Again, Penn Trafford looking to come up with a clutch, though, on these pistol shots. We're getting out. Orange is going to find 2. Orange has been a juggernaut for the squad as well. And one more triple kill to the scoreboard for Orange.
I'm really liking the calls on the side of Shade. Like exactly what you just said. Like they're being boxed in. They know that sooner or later, every single member of Penn Trafford will just collapse on them. So what do? They just using the numbers to their advantage, just bust through spawn. Quarter was there holding his ground, but he only has a ghost. So there is only so much he can do. Managing to find the first kill, but gets overrun by the sheer number of Shade.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bunch up here and opt to push all to B. Quarter is alone here. We can see Sage rotating back quickly, but if they pressure out here and do it together as a team, they could find a play. Pillow from Heaven, though, will find the pick onto Orange, and that's going to be a big one as Quarter gets gummy as well. And maybe the quick and pace not working here for Shade as the full rifle squad has come to be. Icy's going to cook up Pillow here, though. Quarter steps out. Finds the spray through the wall, pressing on, gets one more for the triple, making a quadra kill. My man is popping off.
Quarter, what was that? What was that last shot? The first 2, I can understand, but the last one, the flick of the wrist, I think it was the last bullet in the chamber as well. Finds the target on the head, man. 19 kills already for Quarters. You can see that he is playing so smart as well. It's not only that his aim is good, it's that he's playing super smart. He knows that there are so many players taking that B site. He falls back. He goes back, finds one, falls back again, waiting for reinforcement. He's playing absolutely perfectly right now, not risking it.
Quarter has done a phenomenal job thus far for their team, just really anchoring down this B site. We're going to see him go ahead and destroy that wall rather quickly here. And even if they decide not to press here, I think it's always smart to destroy that wall right away, just to allow them to know that, hey, we can still push here. You haven't cut off all of our options just yet. We see Sage, though, waiting with Astra here. Good crossfire, so certainly they have to be very careful on this push.
Ooh, you can see Zero already waiting. So many players running in, but Icy will find a kill with the Sheriff as well. The Neural Theft will give them ample information. They can work off that info. They know where all they are, and Orange will find a kill on the quarter as well. The Juggernaut for Penn Trafford already down. Icy will try to take the control onto Heaven, and Orange will work his way to the side pillow. Only a Spectre gets wall bang, dropped down to 8 HP. Luckily, survived, but M&A from the top. Angel from above finds 2. This could be the saving grace, and then 8 as well. Oh my god, Penn Trafford fighting back with everything that they have, and Pillow will find the last kill. Penn Trafford clawing their way back from the brinks of destruction will find the 8th round, tying up the scoreboard.
Yeah, I really thought that was Shade Central's round to take. They had the player advantage as well, but it was MNA from B Heaven just raining down a hail of bullets, dropping body after body, and really turning this round around for Penn Trafford. And once more, would you believe it, we have a tie game yet again.
Man, Shade Central, even though they're in Division 2, they're putting up a heck of a show today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, regardless of the outcome, if you're Shade Central, you have to be happy with how you're playing thus far. And again, a lot of these teams really haven't played split, together as a team, at least not on stream as far as these games being casted go. I'm sure they run into it when they play together. But again, it's not a map that we normally see these teams play on.
Yep. Oh, you can see that M&A does have the showstopper. Here's the run it back and pulls the trigger. Finds the run it back, but they need to be careful because Pillow is already on the hunt. M&A holding this A side but can't hold as Gummy will find a first, and finally Pillow will strike with a 0 as well, finding 2 kills for Pillow and Quarters, leaving Papa alone. 1 versus 3, only 25 HP as well. No, Spike. Oh, this round is looking grim for Shade Central. They're going to be grouped up at Spike. Penn Trafford knows that Papa can't go anywhere without this Spike. 30 seconds left on the clock. Low HP. Peeks out. Quarter. Spots him. Unable to connect the shot just yet. And the wall bang will find the kill. And Penn Trafford will lead in this map once again. 9-8.
Yeah, phenomenal job by Core there, too, after that initial gunfight to just slightly reposition, nothing crazy. And, Papa just not ready for that repositioning. It looked like he was getting into a paint shell or some form of utility there. Quarter just able to spray through the wall, secure the kill. And now we find Penn Trafford back on top. Quarter 21-10, Orange 19-10 as well. So certainly duking it out back and forth. And Orange showing off some skills with that Bulldog in the previous round, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, and this time they're gonna test their luck once again on that B side. You can see that smoke and the slow orb as well being utilized, slowing and stopping any potential push out of B main. And again, I feel like Shade, they need to be worried of the flanks because this is the second time M&A, the trigger discipline. Oh, unfortunately, she only finds the one because Icy does spot her out in the beginning. The wall will come out, slowing that push from mid. But man, a 4v4. It's anyone's game right now.
Yeah, pressuring through mid here. Icy, Gecko not far behind as well. And this time they're going to go ahead and clear those vents out. But it does look like the push will come toward this B Heaven as Sky reigns in the flash. Quarter getting in a better position. And now they're thinking, hey, maybe we push away from Quarter. Quarter has been absolutely devastating thus far. So maybe if they can go over to this A site, find another pick, give themselves that player advantage. We see Zero already backing off, and also a smart decision, right? It's always good to play the numbers. You can always play a retake with your team as well. Right now, KOJ looking to hold it down from screens, though. And now Pumpkin will be spotted, but the spray comes in with a Phantom. They secure the player advantage, and with that, Papa will find the plant with ease, and it'll be Pin Trafford playing the retake.
Oh no, the ultimate will find Zero, but I don't think anyone is pushing. Pillow will find one, and Pumpkin tried to chase for the kill, but Quarter is ready and waiting to support his teammate. Zero finds another, and now Papa is left alone. Showstopper available though. Zero, he knows, he spams the wall, but a showstopper is already triggered, and he's so smart. He didn't even see Zero. It was just a prediction, a guessing game, but he guessed correctly.
The brain, the 200 IQ, just, he heard the shots coming out, just realized that the rotation most likely coming in, taking a gamble, no risk, no reward, no problem here, because he's taking it all and he's winning it all as well. Tied up once more, 9-9. I knew it was going to be a banger of a match, and certainly both of these teams are not disappointing.
Yep, you're absolutely right. But Pin Trafford, though, maybe in a little bit of a pickle, because this will be their last buy round. They're investing every single penny into this round. You can see a Bucky in the hands of one of the players on Pin Trafford as well, using the slow orb once again to delay and potentially stop this B main push. But Shade Central, they need to be worrying about the flank. They have a Cypher, but he's not using the trip to watch the flank.
Yeah, Orange here now making some pressure up mid. We see Pin Trafford not getting as aggressive here. Maybe showing a little more respect to this Shade team. But again, Quarter anchoring B and has done so very nicely thus far. We see Sage begin to rotate back, but Zero with that Bucky. Feeling a bit lucky, just waiting patiently. And it's so tough to do at times. But now Sage is going to bait him out. Zero able to find one. Orange does get the trade, however. And one more on M&A. That's going to be a huge pick. Quarter with a double, however, to try and find that equalizer. And now the player advantage. But Gummy with the Guardian, one of my favorite weapons, has been spotted from Pillow. Up top, though, the spray, and I'm not sure what happened there. Got me a little wild on that one. Will fall left to Orange. He has been the raid boss here for Shade. Can he find this 1v3 clutch? And it starts there. The res comes out, but Orange finds the headshot. Knows there's at least one more on site, but with only 8 seconds, Mango, it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, 4 seconds left. No chance of planting the spike. He needs to go for the kill. Hello is in a favorable position there, taking him out. And the rest from Pin Trafford as well, making sure that they don't lose that round. And now 10-9, leading once again here for Pin Trafford. You can see that Bucky paying off, baiting his teammate. It's not even baiting. It's just playing off each other, asking help, like, okay, can you help bait him for me a little bit here? Just shoots a couple bullets and then fall back. M0 and just with the Bucky finds the first. But then again, Orange is so precise with his shots as well. Even though he's just a Sentinel player, finds 2 there at mid.
Papa, early paint shells coming their way, but just remaining patient. Stuck with the Stinger here as well. So again, this eco round doesn't look favorable, but we've seen some crazier things happen. So again, just remaining very patient before the push comes. Again, though, they're going to have to go through just basically an obstacle course of utility here to get in.
Yeah, they know they can't make their way through that A main choke point because of the Killjoy Molly and the Gravity Well. So they are forced to fight a ramp with only Classic to work with. M&A though, a Phantom in hand. Dizzy will come out. Flash, but can't find a kill. It's going to be Zero with the Judge, and he finds 2 with the Judge. M&A re-aggress back onto this ramp position and finds the last kill. I mean, Shade Central, there's not much you can do with only Classics there.
Yeah, and Zero has been popping off with these shotties. We saw the Bucky in the previous round, the Judge in this round as well, and able to collect a couple kills here. Just good positioning as well. And again, forcing that Shade team up the ramp. Pin Trafford really just forcing them to play right into their play style. They were set up for that one very nicely. And again, now just 2 rounds from clutching it up here. We'll see if Shade can battle back and take this next round.
Yeah, once again, Shade Central looking to try to take A main. Oh, M&A playing with fire there, peeking out to throw that pain shell, risking her life for that one utility. And here we go once again, 4-member pushed up ramp, the same setup from both sides. M&A with the Phantom once again holding her position, not letting them through. Dizzy will come out, doesn't flash. M&A peeks out, finds one, but Gummy from below will get the trade as well. Man advantage for Shade Central. Where will they go? Because Icy is still stuck at mid, and Pillow will find a kill finally. Pulls it back to a 3-on-3, but A side, they have given up A side. They're gonna try and play the retake, not risking any more members, holding it down.
Yeah, 13 health for Gummy, though, is going to be very tough as well. Quarter trying to find the intel and possibly a flash, pushing toward the site now from heaven as they attack from all angles. One more flash will come out. The KJ ult is popped as well. And now they press together. Quarter finds not one, but two. All alone is Pumpkin, and a hello with the spray from the Phantom will send him down. Penn Trafford with that will be one away from clutching it up.
I really want to know who's the IGL for Penn Trafford. Like, who's making all these shots here? Who's calling? Because so far from what I've seen, they are always making the right call. 3 versus 3. They decide to fall back, making sure that Hello stays alive because he has the Killjoy lockdown. That most important piece of utility in retaking that site there. Making sure that they have a chance to retake. Because if he decides to hold the site alone, you know, like 1 versus 3, even if he gets 2, there's still a possibility that Penn Trafford might lose. So just give up the site and retake as a team using that Killjoy lockdown to ensure the success.
Yeah, I mean, obviously those retakes are huge, and you can't stress that enough in some of that more pub style play, is that it's always smarter to just let the team have the site, fall back and play with your team. You're going to do better in numbers collectively as a unit, but now... Icy with the Guardian though, and a nice shot to the dome. The run it back will secure at least 1 kill. Astra's ult pops off. M&A has spotted 1, but it's Orange who finds the kill. Gummy can't get away from the Roomba that goes Boomba. And now it's a 4v2, the 2-player advantage. Shade Central is not ready to be done just yet.
Yeah, 2 members remaining for Penn Trafford. Hero peeks out of the wall, can't find a kill. But Icy does go down. They'll 3 more members to go through 10 HP. Camera up top. He doesn't even care. He's just gonna walk through the camera. Util and Orange will find that triple kill. And man, Shade Central fighting with everything that they have. 10 to 12. And right there, you can see that beat execution. The Sage on the side of Penn Trafford. The Phantom. I guarantee you he will never pick up a Phantom ever again. The 140 ding.
Yeah, that is the. I've always pretty much been a Vandal guy. Occasionally you'll see me on the Phantom, but I've had too many haunting moments like that, and that is why for me. Yep.
Join the Vandal gang. We're living the good life here.
That's right.
The Shade
the party don't stop.
The party don't stop in the Vandal gang. Well, 10 to 12 now. Only 2 rounds separates them. Full buys on both sides. But this time, Shade Central taking a little bit of a slower pace. Not making any much noise. Walking up. Finally, that turret will spot them out. Icy will go in, but the pain shell will stop the majority of the push. And he finds 2 M&A. Great use of util alongside that showstopper. Icy is isolated on this side. Dizzy, a little bit of support. Can't find a kill though, no chance, no opportunity in finding the picks. Finally, Quarter will peek out the duel, but Quarter will come out on top, and M&A with that triple kill as well. The last one standing. Papa finds 2 and the third, but Quarter shutting his dream down. GG Penn Trafford. What a fantastic matchup between Division 1 and Division 2, man. I've said it from the start. It's going to be a banger of a game, and it sure was.
I can't believe it either. There at the end, it looked like they had it for sure, and then Papa was just hitting shot after shot. The numbers, though, favoring Penn Trafford and able to steal this one away. But again, if you're this Division II Shade team, I mean, you put up a phenomenal fight against a great Division I team. Again, Penn Trafford 1-2 in the season. Their record does not do them justice. We saw how phenomenal they played throughout the entirety of last season as well. And we saw exactly how talented they are here as well. So again, if you're Shade Central, heads held high. Both of these teams played very, very well today. And man, it's going to be hard to top that match. That was exciting stuff.
Yeah, that was one of, I would have to say, hypest game we have casted so far throughout this season. And man, Shades, what a fantastic showing, coming all the way from Division 2, playing against one of the top teams in Division 1 as well, Penn Trafford, showing what they have. And yeah, unfortunately, they did not come out on top, but it's still a fantastic performance. But I do have to say, though, Penn Trafford, who's ever the IGL, the one calling the game, you are the true MVP, because time and time again, Penn Trafford always making the right call, like what you said, like just giving up the site, falling back. Yes, we're giving away the map control, but retake as a team, using every bit of utility available to us and making sure that we have the highest chance possible in winning. I think that Penn Trafford as a team, they look more cohesive than ever before. I really like this Penn Trafford right now.
And I feel like, honestly, the same could be said about Shade as well. We saw a lot of different mix-ups and strategies and different things that was working against this talented Division I team. Even I think back to that play where they were pushing through A and they realized they were being collapsed on. So they actually pushed through the enemy's spawn, traded out quarter, and was able to push into B and find the plant. So I think the same could be said for both of these teams. Very, very talented players throughout the entire roster. And whoever's IGLing for both of these squads is doing a phenomenal job. So I only look to see him grow and get better throughout the rest of the season. With that being said, though, Mango, we are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we've got one more exciting game for you. Westmont Hilltop is going to be taking on Greater Johnstown, so don't go anywhere. everyone, and welcome back to the Tech High School Series Division 1 Valorant. We've got one more exciting game coming for you here. Westmont Hilltop going to be taking on Greater Johnstown. And of course, the legend Mango is still with me here for this final game.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully we can continue off the momentum of the first show match. Another action-packed game between Westmont Hilltop and Greater Johnstown. However, these two teams, they're struggling a little bit here in the beginning of the season. Westmont Hilltop have yet to won a single game, and Johnstown already 1-1. So, you can look at the seedings right here. That Johnstown is sitting comfortably in 4th place, and Westmont Hilltop in 9th place. So Westmont Hilltop is going to be hungry for that first win of the season.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it seemed like Westmont had a little bit of economy issues and kind of buying and saving together. So hopefully they got that ironed out. They certainly had a lot of great players in the field, some good shooters as well. So, they're going to be hungry for that first game, and we'll see if maybe they can steal it away from Greater Johnstown. I do know we have the map picks and bans for you as well. So hopefully we'll get those up. There we go. Look at these producers behind the scene. I tell you, they're killing it, man. They're slaying it out here.
I mean, last time they get it wrong, so.
Oh! That wasn't for me, producers. That wasn't for me. That was that guy over there.
Friendly banter. But yeah, you can see they're banning Split. A lot of teams, they really dislike Split. Like, that's why when the first matchup, the opportunity presents itself, I want to see Split. But there you go. They're banning Split, and they're playing on Ascend. Such a classic map. Everybody knows Ascend. Everybody loves Ascend. But when you play on Ascend for too much, your map pool is not diverse. So if the enemy team's like, okay, we know that we're playing against a team that is strong on Ascend, they're just going to ban out Ascend. They're going to pick something else. So you need to expand your map pool if you want to have a better time, an easier time going up against other team.
Yeah, especially when you get to those playoffs and those finals where it's more than just a best of one, because you're going to be facing other maps. So if you can get really good at a map that's banned all the time, and then come these playoff times, you ban all the important maps that people play all the time, then you will have a little bit of advantage as well.
Exactly.
So there's definitely a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, it could be your trump card, like you practice Split, but throughout the season, they have never seen you play Split. So they have no VODs to watch. They don't know what your setups are. They don't know what agent composition you're running. And then when it's playoff time, a best of 3, you just, boom, surprise. You're playing Split first, get that early map advantage, and then have an easier time playing throughout the series. But that could be a strategy moving forward. But Westmont Hilltop, and the thing about buying as a team and saving as a team, I've seen that so many time and time again. People don't save as a team. They just scrappy buy. Some guys saving, some other dude is having a share of light armor and stuff like that. They need to be saving as a team.
Yeah. We see it time and time again, especially more so, common in the lower divisions or some of the newer divisions like the high school leagues as they, learn and grow over time. But honestly, that's one of the biggest things they could take away from watching some of these VODs or maybe hearing us review over even is that, that economy is equally as important as being able to shoot well. So if you're not playing as a team, then you're just giving yourself a disadvantage to start. So certainly you want to give yourself every advantage you have to win a game. So hopefully we'll see, the teams progress as the season goes on and they get more comfortable and they realize some of these things. But again, we've already seen some big improvements just in a 3-game span. So thoughts on these agent selects as we get ready for Ascent, Mango?
Choose your
agent. There you go. Redfish already locking in that Sage. We've talked about the Sage coming back into the meta, but no Sage on the other side though. Zyver already picking up that Jet and Amp on the Reyna as well. Amp and Zyver are such scary players, and you're going to be running that double duelist comp on the attacker side. It's just going to give them that bit of extra power on that attacking side.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more Reynas come into Ascent as well, especially with some of these big fraggers. But Amp 221 on that level seems to be the highest, at least out here at the moment. So, a little bragging rights there as well. I've got way too many accounts that I'd like to admit. So,
yeah, hopefully he touched grass on in between days.
Not I. I play Lawnmower Simulator if I'm looking to touch some grass. So.
Well, on the other side, though, you can see that King Foxy Gamer on that Killjoy. So both Killjoys on both team, no Cypher on Ascent, which is understandable because, you know, Killjoy is so powerful, especially when you combo that with your turret and your alarm bot as well. Gonna do so much damage. And the turret on that pistol round, pistol round turret by far is the best utility you can have.
Yeah, maybe a little shorty action as well. And, you know, I just love the name Tony Zamboni. It's got a nice little ring to it. So we'll see if the truth can get a pop in today. It looks like most of this first attack going to head toward this B side. A quick wall to kind of slow the progression down as well. And interesting Viper pick as well. We've seen a lot more Vipers on Ascent, which we never really saw before. But there are some cheeky walls that you can do even all the way from A to cut across mid and garage as well. So it's kind of interesting to see these different changes in comps as the game progresses.
But the first kill already being picked up, and Amped will trade it right back using that overheal, and a second kill as well for Amped. Finding 2 kill at mid onto Tony Zamboni, leaving that A side vulnerable. You can see that only King is left alone. He's getting flash caught with his pants down there in the middle of nowhere, and Zyver just pushing forward, not falling back whatsoever. And now leaving one remaining. Oh, Cyber the 360 headshot. Oh my God.
Look more like a 180, but I'm not gonna yell at you.
Okay.
That one was for the producers. They quickly messaged me and they're like, "Yeah, get him back." So you know. Antho 3-0. Yeah, Zyver too.
He looked at his teammate for a split second before turning around and finding that one tap.
Yeah, that beautiful 180 was phenomenal with the Sheriff. He flipped, shot from the hip, dipped in the whip, clutched the round, and it was a wrap, baby, on home. Now 1-0. Good early start here for Johnstown. It looks like all the momentum coming toward the B side again. Ampho finding one through the wall as well. We hear the sprays coming in. And again, now with that flash, able to kind of take control here a little bit, gather up some of that space that has been given by the defense. Zyver dashes in, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, as he's dropping bodies. Again, the 2-player advantage here. Johnstown looking nice in these early rounds.
Wait a second though. Oh, Grandalt there being cheeky, hiding in that B side, but finally they spot him out. Will end him, and now 1-0 versus 5 here. Oh, he gets the dink, but unfortunately Zyver with the support and the second round Vandal as well. A flawless round for Johnstown. I really like the second round Vandal. It just shows confidence in your duelist, you know. And going into the bonus round, that Vandal is gonna help you tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it and it works out, it's always great, especially on like Arena or something, though, you know, who maybe can just afford to get that light armor or even no armor at all sometimes and just, you know, play off of a teammate, bait a teammate so you get that trade or that initial kill and then find that overpower through the heal. So again, I absolutely love the rifles in round 2 if it's a viable thing as well.
Okay, but look at this. Westmont Hilltop, a little bit of a big brain play, only going for light armor because they want to save up money. But unfortunately for them, a bullet from the Vandal will do the job from Zyver though. Oh, and the B side is looking to be taken again. Tony Zamboni from both sides, the front and back. Didn't even react. Man, the B side is a heavy target. For Johnstown, they keep taking the B side.
Yeah, you can just tell the team synergy of Johnstown, right, too. I mean, we saw it right there with Zyver and KO peeking from both sides, even after the flash comes out. So the team synergy, they've obviously played together quite a bit. Very good team chemistry here as well, and they're just kind of working it to a T at the moment. Amp will secure the last kill here at mid, and now Johnstown with an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and the rifles being picked up right back with Johnstown, so not losing anything in that round. Man, 3-0 already for Johnstown, and B side is such a favorable site for Johnstown, especially the way they hit site, the way they execute. It's never like 5-man rush B, 5-man rush A. It's always a split. They're always taking map control away from Westmont Hilltop, making it easier for them to split and attack that B side. I really like the calls from Johnstown.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's certainly been working for them thus far, so they continue to do it until Westmont will find an answer. An early rotation away from market here as well. We do see 2 tucked in, but Redfish has that wall out, has to be careful, spotted early, and that is why you don't want to sit with just your utility in hand. You have to make a decision at some point. Again, getting caught with utility in your hand when someone comes around the corner with a rifle is just one of the worst feelings in the world. Grandoff able to find a kill. Zyver on the trade here now in a 3v2. Westmont trying to find a round.
Yeah, and again, they're going to have to play the retake for that B side. You know, it's 4 rounds in, and B side's always the target here. Zyver looking at spawn, looking to find any members walking through. Tony Zamboni does have a bulldog to work with. That Molly will slow that push, that retake so much, buying so much valuable time. The flash will come out, but again, the Molly not even letting them pass this B main threshold. Tony Zamboni using that heal, but then again, only saving them a little bit of time as Johnstown just push through that B side, taking every single kill possible. 4-0 for Johnstown.
Yeah, beautiful triple kill coming in from KO here as Johnstown pads 4 on the board. And again, Westmont needing to make sure they buy together here. We'll see him getting set up once more. But yeah, again, you don't want to be caught with that utility out. We saw Sage just sitting there waiting forever. But if you wait too long, that's exactly what will happen. And a player like Zyver or even Amp is certainly going to punish you every single time.
Yeah, exactly. But at least this time they are stacked up. 3 defender on this A side. Zyver though popping that Bladestorm early, updrafting into side, but unable to find any kill as Eniax will find the first, but Duon will trade it right back. But the kills is not there. But King, he just runs and gunned them all down. And that is what it takes to find the first round for Westmont Hilltop.
Yeah, great job there. Some great shooting from King Foxy. Grandoff able to secure the final kill as well. So now, taking that round away from Johnstown, you realize that they're human, right? You've got 1 under your belt. You need to keep that momentum going, though. The economy still not in trouble just yet for Johnstown. They'll be able to come away with at least 1 more full buy. So Westmont is going to have to string together a couple nice rounds in a row if they want to start to trudge back into this one.
Yeah, Zyver there. A little bit overzealous, just dashing in, not checking corners, gets picked off and gets punished for that. But Redfish holding the side alone. Oh no, there's a gap in the wall. Redfish, but the updraft and a shot through the gap as well. Amp will take him down. That was so unfortunate for Redfish.
Yeah, with that, Johnstown once more just dominating this B site thus far. They haven't really had too much issues taking control of it. So Grandoff here tucked into the corner, has the one-way, sees Jet drop down, a nice spray, able to take off the dome of Zyver. Inex does get 1 in the mix of things. Junie will find the trade onto Grandoff, make it a double. Amp with a run it back secured. Nosies just around the corner will find that kill as well. And Raise from Amp with a triple. How in the heck did he hit that one?
Was it through the smoke? I think it's through the smoke, right?
There's a smoke there, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it was either dissipating or there was a slight angle, but it did look like he had some type of visual there.
Yeah, I don't know. Amp just gets the kill on Tony, immediately refocus his attention onto Market, just shot a few bullets into Market. I'm not sure if it was a smoke because it was like a little bit buggy, but still, Amp, great shots.
You said check him for wall hacks?
Yeah.
Question mark?
I mean, that was, I don't know.
Sussy, he said.
That
Love
smoke glitch. But King, though, last round it was a Spectre. This time, only a Stinger. But the flash, oh no.
Oh.
King can't really do anything as Amped, utilizing his util to perfection. Making sure that they are flashed before he peeks. And the A side just falls into the hands of Johnstown.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, right, when they have so much control over B. Now they're able to switch things to that A site where the defense might be a little more lackluster, and Amp is just running through the competition. Headshot after headshot. Beautiful crosshair placement. Grandoff, the last remaining member, will pick up the kill here on Desuams as he heads into tree. Knows there's one most likely up top, has been spotted. That's Amp. Chunked down to 53. Some solid shots coming in from Grandoff, though. Has to be careful, making some leeway from tree. The blind is out. Junie with the spray. River will find the kill, and Grandoff just kind of being pestered from all sides here. Just a tough position to be in, but still able to come away with at least a kill or two.
Yeah, it's consolation prize after all. 1-6 here. Now Westmont, a full buy. And they have two important utility to work with as well. A Killjoy lockdown so they can retake A side, and deploying that Viper's Pit to take control of a site as well. So the perfect combo setup already for Westmont Hilltop. Can they convert though? That's the question.
Yeah, and again, not quite that full buy. Often from Redfish, we always see him kind of struggling with the economy a bit as well, kind of always stuck on that Spectre, but all the pressure coming toward the A site. The wall is there. Nice shot, though. Able to get the Juggernaut Zyver. Junie does find two on the play, however, and with that, they should be able to press into sight with ease.
Well, man advantage for Johnstown, 4 members up. But then again, do not forget about the util, the ultimates for Westmont. Grandoff working his way to heaven. Oh no, but they're waiting. Johnstown, they're so aware. And now King, he has the ultimate, but will he use 1 versus 4? Doesn't even have a chance to think about it, as Johnstown just shoots him through the wall. And again, Johnstown right there, Amp. That shot right there is really impressive because the wall didn't break yet. He waited for King to almost break the wall, and then Amp shoots the wall and finds the head. Very impressive from Amp.
Yeah, and again, I almost would have liked to see Grandoff play that a little bit slower. They had 3 members there to work with initially. King Foxy had ult as well. Ult from that glass just outside of tree there. You can really lock down the entirety of A site. So I would have liked to allow them to put that ult there as well. But with Grandoff falling, KJ can't comfortably put the ult there as well without being pressed. So again, maybe playing that a little bit slower on the retake could have helped Westmont there.
Yeah, because they have the utility. Oh no, Zyver though! Shots, the sprays aren't pretty. He can't find a kill. 19 HP! Runs into the loving hands of Grandoff. He finds the pickup, but Zuom and Amp does find 2. NEX trades it right back, pulls it down to a 3-on-3. Ultimate for the Viper's Pit is still available. Grandoff, the perfect timing. Tony Zamboni caught with his pants down, but it does not matter. He finds the kill onto Zuom. Now Junie, 1 versus 3, runs in, but NEX will find the kill, and Westmont will find their second.
That was just a crazy series of plays, one right after the other. Even Tony Zamboni kind of getting caught off guard with the flash in his hand, still able to make it work with the judge as he secures that kill. But it's great to see Westmont take that one and battle back into this a little bit. Again, the economy has been a little bit of an issue for them. Redfish still stuck on that Spectre. The rest of the crew will have rifles with full armor, though. So, again, maybe they can start to get a couple more rounds consecutively under their belt. That's certainly what they need here.
Man, Redfish being a Sage, it's so tough because Sage utilities are so expensive. That's why even though they won the round, he's unable to buy up a rifle. Look at this setup, though, from Johnstown. Going back to what they know best, that B side hit. King already repositioned. Last round he played A. This time he's playing onto the B side. But he has full util here, Hot Sauce. Deciding not to deploy, and look at this. The contact play. Not executing, just waiting for Zyver to find that kill. Just like that. And that will be the sign, the call for Johnstown to hit onto this B side. Junie caught off, but does not matter. The support from Zyver already on 3 kills. Man, Zyver is an absolute terror on Johnstown.
Yeah, Redfish will find the res onto Grandoff. There's a trade that goes out near garage there as well. Suoms will clutch it up. Amp will find Redfish as well. And now Zyver on the hunt in the ult. The blades are floating, ready to find a body to hide inside, but Grandoff will secure the kill here on the Zyver, now on a 1v3, looking to do the unthinkable, finds the spray and the transfer for the triple kill. One remaining member, and that is going to be River. The spray comes out, and it just barely misses the mark. Grandoff with some excellent shooting, but in the end falls just a hair shy of a crazy clutch.
Yeah, I think he even have enough time there to defuse the spike if he gets that kill. But again, let's replay that round. King deciding to not use any utility, giving an opportunity for Zyver to just shift walk through that B main all the way onto market as well. Man, that is such a big mistake from Westmont Hilltop.
Yeah, you got to get set up as KJ. I mean, that's such a big benefit of hers. And again, we really don't see it. We don't see the turret or anything out right now. So Redfish nearly gets caught with the util in hand, and Zyver is going to pressure through. Now the dash as well. Redfish able to find the spray and the kill. Now the player advantage. Rotating into position here. Amp, though, with the spray. NX finds one. River will get the trade, however. Now a little back and forth between the two teams.
Well, Grandoff still stuck in Boathouse. Look at Redfish. Positioning is good, but Amps is just so good with his shots. Not only does he find the first, he finds the second one onto Redfish as well. River is gifted with 2 free kills at Market. And Johnstown securing that 9th round. And my, oh my. Everything is just working out for Johnstown today.
Yeah, the stars certainly aligned there for River and Market as they both just kind of stepped out. Hey, bud, right in a line. And I mean, again, River was, I think, shooting the member in the back when King happened to step out. So just unfortunate timing there. And again, I think we need to see King getting set up with that utility a little bit earlier. I think that could certainly benefit them a lot more.
And again, here we go. Run it back. That B hit the knife, finding information on that short position. Zyver already pushing up so far, but Amp, he needs to be careful. A crossfire setup here for Westmont Hilltop. Amp is checking every single corner, making sure he spots the elbow of King. The run it back from Tony as well. He knows, he hears the ultimate, the judge can't do anything, and Tony will fall. And Grandoff will fall as well as Zyver. Look at Zyver, already pushed up in their spawn, but finally, it's gonna be Annex who finds the kill, but oh my, the one tap from Amp.
Yeah, Amp is absolutely feeling it right now. The confidence clearly exuberated on the battlefield here, and now Amp pressing forward, has spotted the gun of Redfish, steps in, pops the head, gets the bread, and the quadra kill.
Switching sides.
Man, Johnstown, they're not playing the same game mode we're playing, Hot Sauce. They're playing Search and Destroy. Look at where Zyver was when the spike was being planted on B side. He was already pushed up at A heaven looking for kills. He's like, all right, Amp, you help the B side players. I'm just gonna go hunting. Good luck.
Well,
have
Amp's
fun.
24 and 1.
Yeah.
20 and then 4 deaths and then 1 assist. So to be 20 and 4 is just nutty on a nutty feat on its own. The pistol round, always a crucial one. If Westmont wants to find a way to climb back into this, they need to win this pistol round.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're on the attacker side, so they get to decide. They get to set the pace of the rounds. Do you want to play it slow or do you want to play it fast? Tony Zamboni perched up on top, waiting for the rest of his teammates to walk in. A contact play on that A side, but River is in such a dangerous position here. Junie hears the footstep, right click, finds the first, and Zoms finds the second as well. Redfish trades it right back onto Amp though. But Westmont unable to get their foot into the A side. Redfish finds another kill, and Duom is just looking for the kills, and he does manage to find the kill. Tony, oh, Junie! He just shoves that gun right in his face. And now
The good old
Redfish,
barrel stuff, you know?
yeah. 1 versus 3. A wall available. Heals available. B side also available. Decide to use that wall already on that stairs.
Yeah, could be a little weary of one player lurking. I mean, Greater Johnstown is a very solid team. Typically, they probably would have one kind of anchoring. I think just because they're playing so well right now, they're a little bit. You see them way out of position, right? Almost on the other spawn. So I think they're really just kind of kill hunting at this point. They're just feeling very confident about the game.
Yeah, they're not really doing anything special. And look at that, the wall. There's a position for him to jump on top of this wall as well. The EMP will find the information. Redfish have to deal with this. Can't heal, and Zoom with that triple kill. And will give the second pistol round to Johnstown.
Yeah, Johnstown is just playing very, very well. 1-1. They must have played an insanely tough team for that loss because we've seen Amp and Zyver and the whole crew really dominate time and time again. And Amp certainly putting on a little clinic for us here tonight as well. But 2-11, Johnstown needed one more to be at match point, 2 more to close this one up. And Amp already at that 20 bombs, Zooms with 15, not far behind. And certainly we've seen a lot of crazy plays from Zyver today as well.
Yeah, every single member on Johnstown is playing so well today. Their shots are insanely crispy, especially Amp on that Reyna. When you're aiming like that, Reyna is the agent you want to be on. Tony, though, a great position, shoots into the back of Zyver, finds the first, but Duam, he's so smart, he's so aware, re-aggressing and pushing, finds 2 kill. Now Westmont on the back foot.
There.
Grandolph stuck in mid, inside that wall. He finds the first, and Duam just peek into that gap. But Amp, he knows, he's aware. Spray as well as Amp finds the kill, and now Annex 1 versus 3. He sprayed down to half HP. No control of Spike as well.
I like this Marshall skin though. It's flashy. Yo, Amp dropping the Spectre for a stinger as well. Oh, the no scope to the dome. River was trying to get close and do something cheeky. But with that, the paint shells will come out. Raze knows they have to rotate quickly. Only 30 seconds left, and it's kind of working out in their favor that this team is so hungry for kills. Judy will spot him running across mid, though. Gets blocked by its own turret.
Oh, that body block. The turret is sabotaging him. But does it matter though? But Annex? Ooh, I thought he decided to go to spawn, but I don't think there's enough time. Amped, he hears the plan, just gonna be running in with that stinger in hand as well, with the triple kill. And match point secure for Greater Johnstown.
Yeah, if Nax had kind of pushed in towards spawn there and found that pick, there still would have been time to plant. That could have been a huge play as well, but I think kind of just feeling the pressure of the time dwindling away, wanting to be assertive, knowing that they have at least enough time to plant and get that extra money. So again, though, Johnstown now at match point here.
Match point. Johnstown, and look at Zyver's buy. He's showing them up, I saw you using the Marshall. Let me show you how it's done.
I love it. I love some good Sheriff Marshall action,
Oh, River with the big gun, the Odin as well. Posted up super high in this A site. That turret will give them a little bit of information on that A site. They know that there are players and members of Westmont waiting to push that A site.
Suom's here peeking at mid. There is one on top of Cat, and that's Grandoff who will lose his head from Suom's. Now pressing out, trying to get some more intel. That is Sage up top of Cat with the bomb there. 2 at A main, kind of being pulled back as well. Shots ringing out both directions. Tony Zamboni tucked in here with the judge. Does he have a chance to find one? Suom's is chucking, but Tony dropping bodies with that judge. The ult coming into play. KO will be revived here to give him the player advantage, but Redfish, beautiful timing and a 3K.
Man, Redfish, great shooting, even using that resurrection, but oh no. If they decide to go A side, this could be bad. Annex running in. Oh, River waiting even just for a bit there to shoot. Using the smoke, 35 seconds left. I don't think they have enough time. The flash comes out, the spray, but Redfish with the quadra kill. Only 5 HP left, but will give Westmont a sliver of a hope, a sliver of a chance to continue on.
Huge play by Redfish there. Not only finding some insane kills, but the revive as well. You know, the blind coming in, buying some time, able to secure the final kill onto River as well. So I love it, right? Westmont, I mean, 12-2 is not a good position to be in. You're not really happy about that. It can be tough mentally as well, but Westmont really just showing that they have the grit to fight through to the end and certainly not giving up yet. So I absolutely love to see it, Mango.
Yeah, even though they're down a lot of rounds, they're still showing signs of life. They're not giving up. River, though, purchasing that Judge, playing up close and personal. I absolutely despise this gun. Oh, the satchel, a little bit of a missed satchel there. I'm not sure if he tried to go in or clear the wine, but nevertheless, he still have full HP, 150 HP. The molly will slow them down, but look at this angle. And the cheeky pot shot will find the first kill. The flash coming out of Tony Zamboni, but not really utilizing that flash as they rotate out of A site.
Yeah, I would like to see them push on those flashes a little more and try to use them to their advantage, but quick rotation will be spotted out by Amp, who's able to find another headshot dancing around, and KJ ran right by, had no idea. Amp from a distance, pumping heads once more, and will secure it with a quadra kill. What a way to wrap up the game.
Oh my. Amp just parkouring through the map, you know, just getting a kill, dismissing, even jumping through an opponent to get down and then shoots him right from the back. This guy is just breaking angles left and right. What a great showing from Johnstown. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't remember what team they played against to get that one loss, but my God, they are insanely powerful.
Yeah, Amp was looking so crisp with those shots today as well. I mean, and the whole crew was doing very well. So another great display by Greater Johnstown. Unfortunately for us, that Hollidaysburg and Everett game will be rescheduled to a later date. So I believe that's going to be all the Valorant for us today, Mango.
Yeah, action-packed game in the first one and the second one as well. A great day to be watching the Tech High School series.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, don't forget we do have the games the rest of the week. We got Rocket League on Tuesdays, Overwatch on Wednesdays. Make sure you follow that Twitter as well, guys, because sometimes these games do get rescheduled for different dates. So, but with that being said, we look forward to seeing you on the next show, guys. Hopefully everybody has a phenomenal week, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.